It's the Gamer League. MTGO Show.
They have a free Vintage Cube preview league up. So you can get a couple drafts in. I think they'll just be like best of one games. Just a taste. Just a free taste. Hoof's not in, right? I think that means I don't want Natural Order. Fire Covenant's kind of a good card. Could just take Headliner, pack one, pick one. Warning to you two to un. Could jack some rabbit. Cube back, sort of. This is a preview league, so we're not going to be playing out like a real set of best of threes. But we get a free taste. So it won't be a full stream. We'll probably be jamming some Popper later. Hey, Jolly Noggle, thanks for the 8 months there. My game is listed as Slay the Spire. Oh, thank you. Thanks for looking out. I'll get that fixed. Perfect. Yeah, that's so easy to fuck up, Forget to change bank. Because when you're done with the stream, you don't, like, change your settings, you know? You just, like, log off when you're done. I'm gonna add this to Fairy. I'm gonna do it. It's nice looking through the breach. Mentor's in. Mentor is interesting. I kind of want to grab Colonnade with the blue-white start here. Is there a VOD on my thoughts on the changes? I haven't shared any thoughts on the changes. I'll probably be doing that next day or two. Which I suppose would include today. Candelabra's back! Oh, that's sick. Yeah, maybe I'm done. They give you like 2 free draft tokens. Maybe I'm done. When I'm done with those, I'll go over the change log real quick. The cube isn't actually back for 2 more days. Is there a VOD on my thoughts on which spiders are most delicious? I don't think there is. And that's a mistake on my part. What? Yeah, I don't know. When your card's, like, not good enough for standard, it's just, like, weird to see it in Vintage Cube. Not good enough for standard or limited. It's like a filler limited card. I don't know. Sometimes things can surprise you. Rex is the sort of card that, like, doesn't show up in standard, but it is, like, limited dominant. At least it does some cool things for sure. I guess I'm gonna grab the Aether Spark. We'll see if we can make it hum. We saw sort of the Meek earlier. There's a good chance it gets scooped up by somebody, but that's alright. Ooh, Siren's in, huh? Yeah, you could take the Blightsteel in case you end up with Tinker, but I'm gonna take this Siren. Oh, I love this card. So the reason I didn't go live until just now, instead of like an hour or 2 earlier, is I just had an entire dump truck, brimming full dump truck of wood chips put in my driveway, and I'm very excited about it. I was like recording on my phone, like fucking all happy. We do a lot of crazy landscaping stuff this summer. We'll cover garden beds, make for pleasant pathways. Thinking about the Spell Pierce, I'll probably get the Mishra's Bauble though. Bauble's good filler. Greaves, Call to Complete, and Eagles here. Concrete or asphalt would be better for a driveway. It's sitting on the concrete. I took an entire load of chips. And I took it like a champ. Hey, there we go. Chase is still going around. Oh my god. So what this deck needs is some fucking power, Like that. Oh, Static Prison is interesting. I don't know if it'll end up being good enough. Ketchermos is another one where, like, it kind of needs enough enablers, right? But obviously it's good with cards like Relic of Progenitus and the like. And obviously there's going to be some of those cards in the cube. I'm worried that it won't be consistently good enough. Catchermose. Anyway, we're obviously going to grab this Black Lotus. Crabcake says, still tipping on fofos wrapped in 4 Vogues. Yeah, whatever you just said. Thanks for 44 months there, Crabcake. What do you do with this shit, I guess I'll grab a Commando. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Captain Red, thanks for 102 months there. It's been a bit. It's been a bit. Hey, there's my Tundra, Look at these fucking phenomenal black cards going around. Thinking about Mother of Runes. Yeah, let's just grab the Tundra. Make sure we get it. I don't hate sinking to Stupor. I'm glad to see it in the cube. Lutzen, that's interesting. So this isn't a very good Nettlecyst deck. I'm thinking about just like throwing the Nadu in here. The other options are like Brainstorm, Confluence, Shelldock. Hey, Comrade Crabcake, thanks for the $5 donation. I'll get to your song request in a sec here. I don't love any of this. Vintage Cube preview. It's a free token. And you draft, and then you play some best of 1 games. So this is like a free taste of the cube. We got new lands in here, too. God, that's elite Thoughtseize. It's a code. When you log into Magic Online, it has the code here. It's right here, yeah. You can't miss it. A little Shelldock Isle action. Maybe Tamio was the scoop up. What was the other Tamio? Yeah, we're just going to be taking the Mox here. All right, I forgot about Squadron. Squadron's pretty good with Jackrabbit. And then Staff of the Storyteller would be great here as well. Not really a flash shell. Yeah, let's squad up. Well, if I am splashing green, seems pretty doable right now, right? I think I'm into this counterspell. Maybe Ponder would have been good. Help me get the sword combo together. The fetch gets Tundra. I'll pause this. We got Crabcake. Crabcake says, context, the pinnacle of garbage rap. This is still Tippin' featuring Slim Thung and Paul Wall. Mike Jones, Money Train LLC. Oh, is your 44-month sub? Yeah, I am. This could be a balanced deck, even though we've got some critters in here. The Meticulous Archive really appeals to me. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Sybil the Bunny thinks the sub thinks that's 69 months. Nice! Bunny says, good day, Mr. Leb. On this most precious day, the celebration of month 69 of our transactional arrangement, where I give you a pittance of coin and you provide me entertainment never-ending, I wish you a very lovely, lovely Taco Tuesday. To Taco Tuesday! Yeah, pop her later. Is this a Tolarian Academy deck? We like sort of have artifacts going. The Academy plays pretty well with the Thopter Sword combo, but it's not very good with the rest of the deck. Let's see, we have 9 lands here essentially, so we need like a couple more playables. We're not doing bad there. If I'd taken the Retrofitter, I'd be like very excited about this Academy. I'm considering about the Hollowed Fountain. Yeah, I'll grab it. We certainly could have built towards it better, huh? The early Tamio in this pack would have made it look a lot better. Hey, there we go. So we don't have anything but the spells here to grab, really. What else doesn't work? What do I even have with this Nadu? Sort of the meek equips. Is that what we're doing with this Nadu? Usually it's not that hard to get something rolling with Nadu. We passed the Lightning Greaves earlier for this Cauldron Complete. Maybe I'm just splashing Oko, huh? I could use an Emery Hum. We could play the Shredder and the Oculus. Shredder helps you get cards in the bin. Oculus takes advantage of that, of course. I think we're pretty good on win conditions, though. We got these Planeswalkers. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut this Nadu. Oh, how does this work with the fucking Retrofitter? Yeah, hell yeah. You think Gadgeteer over Nadu? Sure, but like, I would have to make a space to play either of them. I almost like the Battlesphere. Something to do with my Academy mana. Oh, let's cut Commando. Oh, we definitely need a Forest for that Vista. The service that I used, Chip Drop, they like just like combine random arborists who have wood chips that they need to dump with gardeners that want like a shitload of wood chips, right? So not for everybody. It's like an intimidating amount of wood chips. But I read up a lot about the service, and in a lot of horror stories, people telling you that the chips weren't dumped where they wanted, that they got stuff with like a lot of needles and sticks and such, or like bits of plastic, like all these like worst case scenarios to be thinking about. High variance service, right? And then today I just like got a phone call and they're like, "Yeah, you still want chips? We've got basswood and elm." And I was like, "Those are fucking perfect. Perfect gardening chips." A little Battlesphere under there. It's not bad. And they were super nice and polite and like asked which side of my driveway I wanted them dumped on, and oh man, nice to have something go right every once in a while, huh? Am I part beaver, part woodpecker? I am neither, no. Oh yeah, sorry, I was talking about pauper decks earlier, and then I got distracted with the wood chips comment. I can see how that would have been confusing as a viewer. They've been to brain freeze off their Wheel of Fortune. So we might get a Battlesphere early, or, you know, we might just die, right? If we untap, we have Cryptic Command next turn, though. It's a way better deal for you as an Arborist than it is for the receiver. You never dump loads of crap, but quantity can be hard. A lot of people don't know what areas are reasonably accessible to dump a dump truck. Yeah, right. For sure, Belenham. Everybody that like talks about it is just like hyper cautious about managing your expectations and being like, this is not a service for everybody. So even if you're like confident that that's something you want, it's still exciting when it turns out well. Anyway. Hey, Cedrix, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 66 months. Why are keyboards so hard? That's what I want to know. Ooh, elite time there. Oh, it's ruined. Value Sword of the Meek? Value Sword of the Meek? Look at that. So the Siren mapping onto Jacked Rabbit could grow it. Ideally, the opponent doesn't play anything we have to cryptic command and we just make a battle sphere. Let's do cube. A little bit of cube here, CJX. A little bit of cube. Just a taste. Just a taste of the new cube. They have up for free. People want to try it out. As soon as you log in, they blast you with the code to play your free previews. I believe they're best of ones, though. I mean, that's what they did last time. But drafting's the most fun part anyway. You saw that cube's going to be permanent? Yep, they're adding... So the single limb cube is going to be permanent. And then they'll have the leagues back on various times. It'll still be nice. So, like, obviously I prefer if the leagues were up, because that's way better for streaming. But it'll still be nice to have Vintage Cube up full-time. There's some days where, like... I just really want to jam cube, you know, and then I don't mind. Don't mind having a little bit of wait time in the single limb lobby. When you were in high school, your dad got a bunch of dirt delivered. Rather than put it on top of the driveway, they dumped it all at the foot, completely blocking it. And there were a bunch of huge rocks in it. Oh, no. Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare for sure. I would love a bunch of huge rocks delivered right now. I'm going to be doing a ton of landscaping this summer, I think. So long as my back holds up. Opponent's got a plan, huh? Seal, Dark Ritual, Imperial Seal, Brainstorm, drawing the sealed card, Demonic Tutor. You just got back from a board game weekend. Very nice. I played a little bit of board games over the weekend. Started building a sauna. Ran into some tech issues, but that's almost together. Played some D&D. Played some Clank Legacy. Oh, nice couple of days. Basketball-sized hunks of granite. Oh, that's an awkward amount. That's an awkward size and awkward type of rock. Yeah. That'd still be good. I'd still take that. Yeah, I was looking at the cost of like landscaping rocks, having them delivered, and apparently you can get a cubic yard for like $150, and it's like thousands of pounds, thousands of pounds of rocks. What do you think they're building over there? Am I excited for tax season? I'm excited for tax season to be over. My fiance is an accountant, and she's very good about it. She's very good at like managing my expectations, but like a lot more of her time gets used up during tax season, and she's a little bit more stressed out, which is, you know, natural. It's her busy season. And then outside of tax season, things are chilled. We have a little bit more time to like go see live music and relax and stuff. You had a Mana Crypt show up in the mail today? Nice. Yeah, I had a bunch of Pauper cards show up today. A lot of fun. Started sleeving up decks. You're guessing this is Brain Freeze? I'm guessing it is not Brain Freeze. Is Chad invited to the wedding? Of course. A finance fiance? Yeah, exactly. This is like 16 damage. I go to 3. Okie dokie. This doesn't use servos, does it? Or it does use servos, but this needs mer tokens. My brain like replaced the fucking thing with the right one. This doesn't use the thing it uses, does it? Ooh. How good would an academy be here? Yeah, we're just gonna leave up the cryptic command, but man, do I want to play out Thopter Foundry and start like gaining life and stuff, Yeah. Oh shit, what up? Hey to Un. Thanks to the sub, thanks for 42 months. Good to see you too, Sfonda. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, they have exactly enough mana to just play the tendrils. And if they were short, they've got Dark Ritual and stuff here. Fair enough. And because this is just a taste, just a free preview league, they're just best of 1 games. But as I mentioned earlier, drafting's the fun part anyway. I wonder if we could have gotten out of the life range if we'd had Academy to pair with our Thopter combo. My deck kind of needed Urza, huh? Oh, I can get Aether Spark? I can Stoneforge for Aether Spark? Is that better than Cauldron Complete? I mean, it's not, but I'm going to do it anyway. They've done the previous preview thing at least one other time. Fair enough. Could just draw 2. Are there better dual face cards than Singing to Stupor? Singing to Stupor is really good. I mean, it does pitch to like Force of Will and Force of Negation. You could make a case for the black ones that come to play untapped because they help like it helps like that Necro deck work, and it helps the landless decks work really well. Singing to Stupor only has like 1 landless deck, the Modern Belcher list. Whereas I feel the black untapped ones have a little bit more going on. The token's got Menace, so I'm not going to be able to block here. I get to clear whatever they're clearing. Aether Spark down. Yeah, maybe the fairest way to answer your question is just like which is the one that sees the most play outside of decks that are specifically like abusing their nature. And in that case, I think you're just right. Like Singing to Stupor shows up in random like tempo shells as like a one or two of. Most of the other flip cards just do not. This is a much better cryptic than last game, huh? It's a sick opener. I'm gonna fetch an island, but a talisman turn one. We can turn 2 Karn if we want. How's everyone's Monday? I'm starting to get excited for Cube coming back. I'm starting to get fucking stoked. I was a little stressed out last night. I think I've been spending a little bit too much time on social media. I like made some posts on Facebook, and that was a mistake. That was a fucking mistake. Ended up arguing with people that I don't even know, and it's like, what am I doing, right? What am I doing here? Well, I like my start a lot less. That was pretty fucked up. Ooh. Well, let's see how you feel. Let's see how you like it. Now you only have 1 card. Social media is toxic as hell, yeah. Oh, hell yeah, Darkness. I also made a beef stew recently. I just, like, set it in the slow cooker and then dashed off to fucking D&D, and then when I came back, it only needed, like, a couple hours, and the house smelled awesome. Love a good beef stew. You think Reddit seems reasonable? Reddit is reasonable if you, like, stick to designated areas. Reddit's sort of like Discord in that there's like the fucking worst things imaginable in some places, and then there's like some actual like useful like good communities, and I value Reddit very highly. I've been doing a bunch of like DIY projects lately, and like every time I run into something that I can't just like find a YouTube video for, I'm going on Reddit and like posting pictures like, is this fine? And people that know way more than me are just like taking time out of the day to be like, yeah, you're fine, man. Like, don't have that 3rd blue source for this cryptic. What sorts of projects? I've been finishing my laundry room and putting a sauna in there. The sauna's almost done. Like the frame and the walls are in. It's just like the door, and there's like an electronics snafu that we ran into last night. But like we completely did the tile. Put tile in there to like match the rest of the basement. There were like huge gaps in the drywall. I got like most of that fixed. Just need to like paint it basically. The room already feels like way nicer. It was like a very dirty, dank laundry room, you know, typical basement thing that's like hard to clean and just has like years of garbage. And it already feels just like a completely different room. And then this summer, I want to put a walkway around my house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's get this colonnade down. And put in some raised garden beds. And yeah, basically just remove as much of the lawn as possible. I was happy paying someone to mow my lawn for me. But that was with the idea that I would be potentially moving sometime in like however long. And now that I'm feeling like I'm just gonna fucking put down roots here, now that I feel like this, like I might just live here for decades, you know. Now that that's the vibe, I'm like, okay, well, I'm a little sick of paying hundreds of dollars every summer for someone to come wake me up with a lawnmower. You know, like, what am I doing this for? And I think it'll look real nice when I'm done with it. Fingers crossed, aim. Rip my lawn, rip my lawn. Yeah. I've got a bunch of plans. It's kind of wild that this is the game where we both started with one card from the Mind Twist to the balance. You think wild grass looks better than mown grass? I think it does look better than mown grass. I'm rando. I understand why people like. Okay, sure. Having a lawn, you know, if you've got like kids and like animals that want to like run around and play and stuff. But if you don't have that, right? Wild grasses are a little iffy in Madison. Basically, you have to apply to have like a natural lawn, and there's like a whole fucking process. I want to introduce some wild grasses to my lawn, but I think what I'm going to do is put them in raised beds, which is like an odd thing to do. But then I can have like, you know, like awesome 5 foot tall, fucking crazy grass is there, but it'll look, you know, like an intentional thing. I don't want to have the city bitching at me. If it's intentionally decorative, you know. Hey, Torvak MOS thinks 84 months there. Torvak says, hey, Caleb, eat butt. Thanks for the reminder, Torvak. Or Talk with a 200-bit donation saying, hey, Caleb, can you ship wood chips to Texas? I cannot, I'm sorry. I don't have that kind of power. Ooh. I think we're just going to lose to this fucking woodland is what I think. What did they just hit me for? 6? 6 lifelink? Kind of a lot, You know what I can do? I can make a Thopter token and then put the Cauldra on the token and prevent the woodland equipping. Maybe I shouldn't be serving there. Force them to use flying instead of lifelink. The city control what kind of style of grass you have? A bit. I don't know if like style is the right word, but like height, like it needs to be within 8 inches. Madison's like pretty good. Some places are way more like every town has its own fucking rules and regulations with that stuff. And some areas are more draconian than others. Homeowners associations are the worst, but you know, some cities are just like almost as bad. Steel Seraph already has flying. Oh, that's right, it naturally has flying. Well, that's fucking awesome. I mean, I could exile a sorcery and just remove Delirium, Wait until they target, because this targets. Could do that. I'm gonna leave my Thopter token back and just serve in like this and pass. Oh yeah, that's true. They can activate twice. I'm gonna do my original idea of just removing Delirium. I did hear the new Ghost song. We actually listened to it a couple minutes ago. Yeah, Unicorn Prawn. Like, cultural landmarks make sense to have some extra rules and stuff about. But I agree about homeowners associations. When I was looking for a place, I was like, all right, it needs to have fiber internet, and a homeowners association is the deal breaker. These are the only 2 things I care about. Not the only things, but, you know, primary. The mana for double activation. I mean, they can play a land from their hand. Like, it's not crazy to draw a land, right? Hey, another mana source. There's a lot of fucking mana. Probably some X spell, huh? Like Ballista. Yay. I'm gonna get a promo avatar. That's cool. And you get 2 draft points, so we can do another one here. I could